Hey guys, welcome. Dylan here. I just wanted to make this video real quick, kind of talk about DoorDash, what DoorDash has going on, some of the new updates that they made, what it's going to look like coming into 2021, what we can expect to see, pros and the cons of these new updates. And I'm going to just give you my honest opinion of them and try to take some screenshots and show you guys along the way of what I'm talking about. I did forget to take some of the screenshots. Like, they did just update the terms of service, and we had to accept a new policy. I didn't screenshot it. It was like 5 pages long, but I'm sure everybody, if you're a Dasher, you've seen the video of the lady at the lady and the CVS employee saying that her food wasn't delivered. That's kind of the reason that DoorDash implemented this, and I'm going to talk about that later on in the video. But yeah, man, it's going to be a good one. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. DoorDash's IPO just is on the market now. People are trading DoorDash stock now, so there's a lot more money in the company. So I think we can start to see a lot of positive changes throughout DoorDash. Hopefully, get a pay raise. Bring that shit back up to $5 per delivery instead of $3. I mean, let's be real. That's what we need. But with that, let's jump on into it. All right, so the first thing I want to talk about is how they updated the Walgreens and CVS orders. I know for me, I went into Walgreens the other day. It was like a $7 order or something, and usually I try not to take them unless they're like $7 or more, because usually DoorDash doesn't pay you that much more for Walgreens orders, and they're terrible because the biggest problem I had with Walgreens orders is when I would show up to get the food, there was always out of it. And that they didn't have an option to click a button and say, hey, this is out, we'll contact the customer and let them know. Well, they fixed that, and now when you go to Walgreens and they're out of the item, there's an option there to tell the customer. And DoorDash will notify the customer that that item is out, and then they can talk about switching it out. Another good thing that they got going on with this update is they show you pictures of it. They show you pictures of all the food, of what you're picking up. For most items, right? For most items, it's still in its beta phase, I think. So, it's definitely going to have some bugs, but it's a lot better than what it was. A lot better than what it was. Another update being the Dasher Direct. I received an email about it this morning. I mean, right now it's like 4:30, but earlier in the morning when I checked my email, it was in there. The Dasher Digest talks about the Dasher Direct, and I tried to sign up for this, right? Because I didn't know about it, how it does instant bank transfers daily to a card, right? It'll send you a prepaid card, and then you can even earn rewards and stuff with that card. It's like a DoorDash pay card. I didn't know about this. I just found out about it this morning, and I went to sign up, and it kept saying go to my app, click on earnings, and then there's going to be an option there to sign up. Well, there was no option there to sign up, so I kept trying, downloaded the actual app, because you have to download a second app for this DoorDash Pay thing. And yeah, it's not available in my area. Yeah. So, another bad thing about DoorDash in West Virginia is we are kind of the last ones to get all the good updates. Nah, but for real, I don't know anything about this Dasher Direct. Let me know in the comments down below if this is something that you guys have done or are doing. I just want to know if I should even waste my time with it. I do hate that I have to pay $1.99 every day to transfer money into my bank that I've already earned, and that I can only do it once a day. That's the biggest thing, is that I can only do it once a day. Because sometimes, if it starts popping off and I'm getting orders back to back, I'll burn through $50 in gas in my car. So if I'm doing like a 10-hour shift or something and I'm burning through $50 in gas, I need to stop and get gas, or else I'm going to have to stop dashing. And the only way I'm going to stop and get gas is if I can, switch money over. But hopefully, coming into 2021, they're going to fix a lot of these bugs that are still going on with the app. Biggest thing I would like to see them fix, and I've talked about this in my other video, is top dasher status. I think that if you go out to become a top dasher and you put in the work to get that status that you should be rewarded more than you currently are. I know for me personally, in my area of West Virginia, I have to bust my ass to be a top dasher. And honestly, it's almost not worth it. The only thing that makes it worth it is I can dash anytime, which really helps because my schedule is crazy and I never know when I'm going to be awake, when I'm going to be asleep, or when I'm going to be working. So it's definitely convenient for me to be able to dash at any given time. But just because you can dash at any given time does not mean that you are necessarily going to get more orders. And that's kind of the biggest thing when they don't really sell it that way. They kind of make you think you're going to get more orders being a top dasher. That's kind of not the case. Now, you will get more orders, but they're not necessarily higher paying orders. DoorDash doesn't send top dashers the higher paying orders, which that's another thing I feel they should. You know, with me having an acceptance rate of, let's just say 80, and you got an acceptance rate of 60, I feel I should get the $10 order before you. But that's just not how it works. So, top dasher status, to each is their own. It's one of those kind of things. Me, I think it's nice. It sucks, but I still need to do it. It's one of those things. I don't like it, but I gotta have it. If not, it's gonna make my job hell. But that was kind of the rundown on the new stuff that they got going on with DoorDash. There's still gonna be a lot new updates coming in the months to follow. If you're not out door dashing, I highly recommend you do it. I highly recommend you get this started. It is easy money. The requirements to be a DoorDash driver are very lax. They are not as strict as Uber Eats or Grubhub or Instacart or any of these other side hustles you can get going on if you got a vehicle. DoorDash is the easiest to get accepted. And if you need help getting accepted, I will post my referral link down below. And if you use this referral link, I feel it kind of expedites the process and you'll be accepted quicker than you would normally if you just try to apply it on your own. Also, if you use my referral link, once you complete your first, I forget how many deliveries, DoorDash will send you $50. So it's not a bad deal. If you guys enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. But not only that, please hit that subscribe button, turn that bell notification on so you don't miss out on future content. I mean, really, let me know in the comments down below what you guys thought of this video. But your guys' input really matters to me. So please feel free to let me know ever how you're feeling in the comments down below. And again, thanks for watching. Dylan out.